Happy Tuesday. Just a few updates I want to make sure that you guys are aware of. First off, before we even get started, one of the trades that I took today, just like yesterday, was shorting HIMS. In today's live trading session with my LPP team, I took a quick short. It was a very small position. I covered it. I went in once again. It went against me. I added more to the short, and now direction is favorable. Yesterday, I made a little bit over $2,000. As of right now, I'm up a little bit over $1,800. Every day, and again, just as a reference, these trades have been with at least $100,000. So percent return wise, it's not terrible, but it's not a huge home run. I just want to share that with you. It's been kind of like it's been consistent. I'm very happy for it. I'm very grateful for it. But it hasn't been too huge. And the reason why is I think HIMS is actually beginning to show signs of a possible support, unless, which again, it tends to find a support here. And I'm more optimistic that it's going to find a support because it tends to be more bullish than bearish. But again, I would love to see HIMS fall apart. If it breaks below 50, then it has the gap down potential to 40. I think it's very risky to short a stock like this, to carry it overnight when it has such a common support at 50. And it tends to be so bullish, so irrational, right? So I'm going to do my job in covering profits. My target is going to be around $2,000 to $2,500 on this short. So maybe if we get a little bit closer to $50 per share, I'll choose to take profits there. Just wanted you to be aware. Again, my LPP team get to watch me trade live every day. If you want to watch me trade live starting tomorrow, it's the second link in the description down below. With that being said, the NASDAQ market went from red to green. It's recovering, going back to previous all-time highs. I want to share some things that I think is just updates for you to be aware of. Breaking: President Trump sent a post where he says multiple Middle Eastern nations are on standby to wipe out Hamas if the terror group continues its aggression. I'm not here to say that I agree or disagree. I'm just here to relay the news. If the US were to initiate something like this, I don't know how the markets would react. That's why I'm sharing it. I'm not trying to be political. I don't know if you're on one side or the other. I'm not here to convince you that one is right over the other. I'm just here to make you aware that, hey, this is possibly bound to happen. And if it does, and they do attack after the ceasefire, how will markets react? Again, just making sure that you're aware, right? So you're not surprised if something does get announced. This is something that I'm not surprised by. Just in, gold falls 6.3%, largest single day drop since 2013. You can see the significant sell-off on gold. Not very surprised by this. When you see a line of people lining up to buy gold because it's such a great investment, to me, that is like, hey, we are peaking and or we have peaked. That's what I believe. You don't have to agree with me, but when too many people agree that, oh, this is something that we all have to invest in, there's a common saying of like when your taxi driver tells you or starts talking about crypto, that's a good time on when to sell, right? Just an example, something to be cautious of. Gold has had an amazing rally. I'm not here to say that it needs to peak or it's going to peak. I'm just saying the signs are there. Not very surprised by this pullback. Actually, we're getting a little bit of a pullback right here on HIMS. I'm going to reduce my position just a little bit. 500 shares, buy to cover. So just taking profits slightly as we get closer to my $50 target. And again, this is exactly what my live trading sessions are like. Imagine being able to watch this every single morning where you get to see every entry and every exit I take during that live session. And I host them daily. It's how I start off the mornings right at market open. So again, if you want to check it out, second link in the description down below. There's an update that I want to provide for you. Amazon is aiming to replace 600,000 jobs, US jobs, with robots by 2033. I always think that these announcements are very extreme because how do you know well, nonetheless, it shows how serious we are about cutting labor costs and scaling efficiency through automation. First off, what about the Optimus robots, right? It just shows that, Elon has been talking about Optimus robots for such a long time. Amazon is actually doing it and implementing it in a much quicker, in my opinion, way. Imagine if they would work together. We're actually just having this conversation in our LPP Discord chat where people were like, imagine this is a partnership where Amazon and Tesla can work together with the Optimus robots. I would not have high hopes of that. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk do not like each other. At least everything about their past shows that they do not like each other. When it comes down to SpaceX and Blue Origin fighting for the NASA contract, Elon Musk won, as he often tends to, and he just blatantly makes fun of Blue Origin and the shape of their ship, to where Amazon ordered like over 100,000 electric SUV vehicles, which Tesla could have easily have made, probably more cost effective. But no, Amazon decided to work with Rivian. I think that there is clear signs that they butt heads and don't like one another, where, again, you let me know what you think. That partnership could be insane because that would make sense. But I think because there is no partnership there, or they just don't like each other, it doesn't look promising. But Amazon, again, not just talking the talk, but walking the walk as well. And this part, just to me, I don't agree with it. If a company can break the entire internet, they are too big, period. It's time to break up big tech. This is where Elizabeth Warren is talking about AWS going down yesterday. So I understand this take if you just see it at the surface level. Hey, everything is shutting down. That means that this company is too big. We need to break it apart. But think about it on the back end. This company is so well trusted. It's so reliable consistently that huge companies and so many companies support it and trust it to use it. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I think that there should be alternatives? Of course, because what happened yesterday, let's learn from our mistakes. But to make this comment of, oh, this company is too big, it broke the entire internet yesterday, we need to break it up. Keep that same energy about our government. If our government can break other nations and their economies, doesn't that mean that we're too big? Does that mean that we need to get broken up? Because again, if you want to do that for corporations, why would it not be the same energy for our governments based off of the influence that we do have? It is not a direct, oh, it's too big, it's bad. It's just like the US. And I believe the reason that the US is so big and so powerful is because over a long period of time, it's consistent and reliable. Nothing's perfect, but it's there for a reason. Just like I believe AWS has shown to be. So again, I just don't like when they take things out of context and they just try to make it a negative, because that negative can be applied to anything that is too big and too influential, as our US government tends to be. You let me know what you think about our take. And it's not just her, it's every politician, both red and blue. I agree that every politician always tries to point the finger. It says that our government's not the problem, but it's always we the people that have to pay for their mistake. And I do not support that. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I think that that's something that we can all agree on, is that we need our national deficit to be reduced, and we need our funds to not be mismanaged by these politicians, right? I'm sure that that's something that we can all agree upon. With that being said, again, very excited to follow up. I think I'm going to reduce my short a little bit more. It looks like it's already beginning to consolidate. I wanted to get closer to $50, but again, a goal is something to work towards, not something that has to pan out exactly according to plan. So when in doubt, never be afraid to cash out. I'm going to reduce my short once again, taking profits on my HIM short, hitting my $2,000 gain. Again, I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date if you're part of my LPP team. Again, if you're not yet already and you want to watch me trade live every single day, I have a discount link there for you. It's the second link in the description down below. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access. We have people that signed up back in 2018 that paid once, that still have access to it and tune on in every single day today. So again, if you want to tune on in, second link down below. I'll see you tomorrow at Market Open. Hope that earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And don't forget, we have Tesla earning reports tomorrow, Netflix earning reports after the market closes today, and we have the CPI data report on Friday. I'll do my part in keeping you up to date. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team, and happy Tuesday.